Are you part of a nonprofit organization, a youth group looking to raise cash for your cause? Stay tuned at the end of this video to learn how you can bring the action and excitement of the Millennium Wrestling Federation to your town live, featuring the superstars and legends of yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Join WWE, Mattel, and Toys R Us in a teaming to benefit Make-A-Wish with this custom John Cena action figure, designed by Make-A-Wish child Alex from Los Angeles. The figure will be available exclusively at Toys R Us beginning Tuesday, August 15th, and you can pre-order yours right now through July 31st at toysrus.com. Mattel will be donating a portion of the proceeds to Make-A-Wish.
This is Mick Foley.
This is Harley Race.
This is Shelton Benjamin.
This is Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
This is the Monster Abyss.
And this is Daniel Bryan.
This is JBL, and you're watching the MWF.
Be there live.
Wrestling fans around the corner, around the world, welcome to a special installment of Wrestling Insiders. I'm Dan Marotti, joined by, I don't know if the terminology would be frenemy at this point, but Dr. David Reese has asked for a stalemate between us, and it went well a couple of months back, so we're back for some more interactive videos for the fans at home. I'm talking about Mr. Monday Night himself, a man that's headlined pay-per-views, Monday Night Raws, John Cena Sr.
Well, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here, I think.
Well, that's a different story for a different time. Just check out the YouTube channel. Nonetheless, Johnny, great endeavor going on right now. Almost a triad of organizations, WWE, Mattel, and Toys R Us have teamed up to put together an exclusive John Cena, I almost said John Cena Sr., I apologize.
I'm waiting for that action figure.
A John Cena Make-A-Wish action figure. It goes on sale August 15th exclusively at Toys R Us around the country, but if you don't want to wait or risk going into a Toys R Us and it not being there, you can pre-order the action figure between now and July the 31st at toysrus.com.
But you have to remember one thing now. Once you go to that website, you can only order two.
Really?
It's a two limit. I was at Toys R Us today. I had to buy something for one of my granddaughters, and they know me there at the one in Salem, New Hampshire and Peabody. And I asked about that, and we did a test. I ordered two. I said, no, order two more. Checked the email and said, you already have your two.
So you'd have to use multiple email addresses.
Or mailing addresses, yep. Otherwise, you're limited to two. It's exclusive to Toys R Us. Anything with exclusivity like that, for Target, like the Hatchimals, you're not going to be able to get your hands on it. So my advice to anybody is if you really want this action figure, which I personally do myself because of the Make-A-Wish factor and obviously my son, but you better get it and get it quick. If you want to be there at Toys R Us, August 15th, I made the statement, well, I'll come in and I'll buy a case because I'd like to be able to raffle them off and then send the money at shows that I do. They said there's a real possibility when you walk into Toys R Us, you may be limited to one, if not two.
Wow. Well, Johnny, for the fans that aren't familiar with this, I just learned of it the other day when you and I spoke. This figure, the design of it, was actually made by a young Make-A-Wish kid named Alex out in Los Angeles, California, prior to meeting your son, John Jr., at a WWE live event.
That is correct. This young man had a wish. His one wish was to meet with John Cena, which he did, and then he developed this, I guess, USA, if I can use that word, because that's what it is. He's basically American flag, hustle, loyalty, respect, the red shorts, the whole bit. This young man worked closely with Mattel to develop this exclusive, and when I tell you it's exclusive, there's nothing like it.
Only one store you can get it at.
One store you can get it at. I think it's going to be a big hit on eBay, especially that, and I'll use the words WWE, Make-A-Wish, and Mattel have come together for a common cause, which they always do. WWE is fantastic on coming together for any type of cause. Mattel is involved now. John is involved. This is going to be huge. I think it's absolutely huge. Get your hands on it because I don't think you're going to be able to get it.
Do you think, and I'm not trying to push the product, I think it's going to sell itself, but I think there could be a chance that it could sell out in advance.
The word that I got from the two places I stopped at was that the pre-orders have been very good. So if that's an indication of what's going to happen, I think that because it's exclusive, because you can't get it anywhere else, I think the thing that's going to make the difference, in my opinion, is how many Mattel is going to produce. And then, as you do know, after the exclusivity of this item, I think there are going to be 100 or 50 or a certain number personally autographed by John that are going to be auctioned off and raffled off for Make-A-Wish. So that's another unique factor of this whole item. I think, and the other thing that Toys R Us has done, I don't know if you're aware of it or not, but if you re-forward the Toys R Us exclusivity action figure thing, they'll donate $1 up to $25,000 just for re-forwarding the Twitter or the ad. So there's a lot going on here, and in my opinion, it's really nice for a change to see some people, WWE, Mattel, this young man, Toys R Us, doing something for the benefit of others in need. I think it's fantastic. Give McMahon a pat on the back, Mattel a pat on the back, Cena and this young kid.
Toys R Us.
Toys R Us. Joffrey the giraffe. I think it's great.
Joffrey the giraffe.
Joffrey is their mascot.
Joffrey.
It's Vince McMahon again.
What's he, a cousin of Jeffrey or?
I call him Joffrey.
You call him Joffrey. All right. Well, I'm sure he's a friend of yours.
Everyone in England, we call him Joffrey. Here, you call him Jeffrey.
He's probably got a couple of Fabo Pox in the pouch, right?
I will see. I don't know. Well, he's a giraffe. How can he have a pouch?
We love the Make-A-Wish here in the Millennium Wrestling Federation. We've worked with them for a number of years now. Plus, when you have our good friends over at WWE interacting in this, and anyone that's part of the Cena family has to be a friend of ours, Johnny, right?
Thank you.
Great people, great endeavor. We'll have information and links all over bostonwrestling.com and our social media. Every day and every video we're going to make, we're going to have a little information about the figure beforehand. We really want to see these all sell out to help these great kids. If for some reason folks aren't familiar with Make-A-Wish, and I can't imagine that there are too many people out there that are not, describe briefly what the Make-A-Wish Foundation does, Johnny.
The Make-A-Wish Foundation is a foundation that accumulates money through donations and charities, obviously. And what it does is, if you have a child or an adult who is terminally ill and they want to do one thing before they pass on or can't get cured, the whole idea of Make-A-Wish is, what is your one wish? Be it to John Cena, be it to go to Universal Studios, see Molly Holly, whatever it is, they will help you get or grant that one wish. You might say it's a final wish. It's a dream wish. It's an organization that does exactly what it says it does. You have a wish, people apply all the time. Not everybody makes it. And they allow you to get that one wish, whatever it is. And they do that all with donations.
So everyone that buys this figure is helping the cause.
$1 from every action figure, from what I understand, is going to go to Make-A-Wish. Unlike the forwarding of the Twitter or the ad, that's up to $25,000. So
it doesn't cost you a penny to do the forwarding of the social media links.
It's $1. So that's $25,000 that Make-A-Wish will have. Again, I'd like to know how many of these Mattel is going to issue. The other thing I wish Mattel would have done with these figures is number them because it makes them more exclusive. You can't get them anywhere else. If somebody decides to say, okay, Mattel is going to open it up to Amazon now, well, where's the exclusivity and where's the value?
Right.
But I have things that are pre-numbered, 1 of 1, 2 of 2, whatever. It makes it worth a little bit more. And Mattel is only going to produce 1 million. So there's $1 million contribution to Make-A-Wish. But after that, it's over. There aren't any more. We're breaking the mold and it's done. I think Mattel needed to figure that into the equation.
Well, maybe they'll consult with you if they do it next year.
Be my honor, my pleasure, and maybe we can do a dual pack.
The 2-pack.
With Johnny Fabulous.
The 2-pack.
And John Cena Jr.
You talk about one that would sell, the 2-pack.
You know what? I joke about that an awful lot, but I I think an action figure of myself and my son might just do it.
With the stitches from Randy Orton's kick?
That's another story for another time.
It'd make it one of the elite ones that are highly detailed. You'd have to throw in a couple of the stitches.
Well, you want me to do the fabulous one or just John Cena Sr.?
They know you best as John Cena Sr. Not everybody knows the Johnny Fabulous shenanigans.
Well, let's do it.
I wish I didn't, but again,
I'm
that's a
ready.
different
Let's do
story for a
John Cena
different time.
Sr. And I tell you what, I'd be willing to do a double pack Mattel and WWE with all the proceeds going to, I don't want anything out of it. All my share, if there is anything there, would go directly to Make-A-Wish.
Well, you're all hot once every couple of years. Nonetheless, for John Cena Sr., I'm Dan Marotti. Visit BostonWrestling.com, our website, to see what the latest and greatest going on is. We'll have all the information about the figure. Plus, every day in our videos, we'll have information about it. And ToysRUs.com, between now and July 31st, you can pre-order it. Johnny says up to 2. Then the figure goes on sale exclusively at Toys R Us stores beginning Tuesday, August the 15th, which happens to be the birthday of the Jackal, our good friend. I wish he was here with us. That's my wish. Nonetheless, folks, until we speak again, you and yours, be well.
Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now.
The Millennium Wrestling Federation's 15th anniversary tour begins this fall and rolls into 2017 throughout New England, down the East Coast, and into the Carolinas. If your nonprofit organization is looking for an interactive, turnkey experience while putting the fun into fundraising, you've met the perfect tag team partner. MWF offers a variety of packages for groups of almost any size. From our live events at the Boston Garden, the Kowloon Entertainment Dining Complex, and the legendary Suffolk Downs, to high school gyms and function halls, we've presented live events everywhere. Since 2001, the MWF's mission has been simple: keep the kids off the streets. Under the leadership of President Dr. David Reese, we bring the superstars of yesterday, today, and tomorrow to your town, not for a quote-unquote wrestling show, but an event that features action-packed in-ring wrestling, autograph and pose photo opportunities, question and answer sessions, and much more. It is the best of sports and entertainment. The week of your event, we can add on to the endeavor with anti-bullying campaigns, library meet and reads, youth sport concussion seminars, and more. Our live events are fit for fans of every age, from 5 to 95. This fall, as part of our new Kids Club program, we offer live event experiences exclusively for the youngest of fans. On the flip side, we can also produce a tailor-made event for fans of an older demographic as well. We work with you every single step of the way to get the word out to fans near and far, on our local television offerings, and to over 50,000 fans and growing on our social media platform. Your success is our success. If your group has had enough of boring candy bar and wrapping paper sales and has the energy to team with our passionate fan base, bringing the MWF experience to your community is the answer to put smiles on faces while raising cash for your cause. Contact us today to get the ball rolling for your custom-made event that you'll want to bring back year after year. Don't just take it from us. Here are folks we've teamed with in the past.
You already know Kowloon Restaurant, established in 1950 and spanning 4 generations, serves a multi-Asian menu. Did you also know that Kowloon Restaurant is New England's premier Asian dining and entertainment complex, serving Cantonese, Szechuan, Thai, and Polynesian cuisine? And did you know that Kowloon Restaurant is also the home of the finest Japanese sushi? If you haven't dined at Kowloon Restaurant lately, then you simply haven't dined at Kowloon. Kowloon Restaurant, Route 1 North in Saugus.